my name's Neil. It's the 19th of September 2022 and I'm 2.5 hours into a 6-hour journey where I'll be canoeing the River Spey. It's a 5-day trip. I'm accompanied by Mick, who's an instructor from Keswick Canoe and Bushcraft. It's been put together by Pete, the owner, and I'm really fortunate to do this because they don't often do it where it's just one person instructor. I'm very excited and very nervous, so I'll see when I get there. So this is Spey Bay. This is where I should be ending up in about 5 days. I think we'll be arriving probably over here somewhere. About there, I think. Hopefully all intact. There's some waves out there. Wouldn't fancy paddling that. Right, so we're on the shuttle now to King Guzzy, is that right, Mick?
Yep.
And this is Mick. Say hello, Mick.
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, this is the shuttle, so I'll see you when we get there. So here we are. We're about to set off. This is how Mick's packed his canoe. This is me trying to figure out mine, just where Mick's finding a place to put the car for the next 5 days. But yeah, so I've got to try to load this up and tie it in. I've loaded canoes before, but not with barrels and stuff, so it'll be a bit of a learning curve, but that's what I'm here to do. So we're at camp now. Mick's prepping wood. We've got some cows. I'll just show you my tent setup. I've not finished yet, but the light's going. So I just thought I'd show you before it all falls down. All falls down, goes dark. I'll just show you the bit of test I've had to do. Just making sure that won't fall on me, but you have to give it a proper good push, I think, to get it all good for tonight, don't we? I think we'll be fine. That's the other thing to check. Everything else looks alright up there. So this is my spot, this is my view, this is my tent. The barn colours, I like to call it, but it's the DD extra large pyramid tent, which I'm a big fan of. Yeah, I'm not finished yet, so I'll just show you Mick's quick setup, because as I've said, it's going dark, so quick run around. What's your hammock, Mick?
I bought it in India.
So it's not a brand?
From I think I got it in Goa. But then I lost my original one, which was purple and yellow.
Right.
Because somebody nicked it. Somebody found the rucksack and nicked the bag.
Right.
And then I bought that as a replacement and sewed a hammock, what's the name, to it.
So, yeah. Oh, you sewed it in, Bob on.
Yeah, it was an old tent that was knackered, so
right.
The green patches were just infilled.
Love a bit of upcycling. There you go, simplicity. Oh, and you had that up in about 5 minutes, didn't you, probably? But it's.
I've had plenty of practice with it, mate.
To be fair, it's his profession. He's a professional. Don't try to erect a hammock as fast as that if you're not trained in it. Now, having set up our sleeping arrangements, it was time to create our evening routine. Lighting our campfire and processing enough wood for our evening and cooking. Campfire cooking is something I'm enjoying learning, and Mick is really good at it. But once all the work is done, there is just enough time to have the odd beer, warm by the fire, and talk about the adventure we are about to embark on. All before we end our first day in our well-earned beds.
Good morning, it's day 2 of the trip. It's 7:30 in the morning. First job was pack away some gear and then have a bit of breakfast and then start loading the canoe for the day. Just before I do that, I thought I'd show you a bit of a map of where we are, where we set off from and where we camped. So this is the book I've been reading. It's a River Spey Canoe Guide by Nancy Chambers. It's got some really good tips about parking and the journey and how long you might want your trip to be. But I wanted something to document the trip in the sense that I could write down the positions I've been camping on and just for my own little record really. But the first page has got this map on it which is really useful. So this is what I've been starting to do, basically just write down the start where we set off from, which is King's Guzzy. Can you see King Guzzy? You can see that there. That's King's Guzzy anyway. There in section 1. And we're not at Loch Insh yet, which is here. So I reckon we're about there, that's where we're camping. I've guessed it. But just from the contours of the river and how far we travelled yesterday, I think that's about right. So today, Loch Insh, and I don't know, your guess is as good as mine where we're going to end up, to be honest with you. I'm new to this, so yeah, you can see how far I've got to go anyway. Look at all that glorious canoeing. All the way up to section 6, which is Spey Bay. So that's where we were stood yesterday. So, day 2. Let's see what it's brought us. It's a bit of a fresh morning, which is nice. Not too cold. But nice and fresh to wake you up anyway. Fresh enough to wake you up. Cows are knocking about. Cows are up. Mick's not. Mick's still in bed. Let's have a look over here. Them clouds over there, beautiful. This is camp here from an elevated position. It was a spot on camp. This is perfect trees for hammocking for Mick, nice flat bits for me, and look how much wood's knocking about. More wood than you can shake a stick at. So first camp couldn't be better really. We did well. I found it as well. You know, just want to throw that in there. Mick would have carried on paddling, but I found it. I've really enjoyed this first section of the river. It was only a couple of hours we did yesterday, but it was just a nice introduction. Just a little bit of moving water, nothing massive, so yeah, just got me in the mood. Wet me whistle for it. But it's a nice bit to start off on this as well, so I'm looking forward to this morning. But first, a bit of brekkie, I think.
About 2 kilometres to Loch Insh.
Oh, I'm with you. Alright.
On the river.
How long's that take to paddle?
I will easily make it past Avonmore today. Easily.
Neil doing his morning stretches. Warm his shoulder up.
This is me doing my morning warm-up. And that's it.
I'm recovering from a damaged shoulder. Right, in the trade, this is called Breakfast of Champions.
I watched a YouTube video on it.
Coffee at the 5.
This is a paddle warm-up actually.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, there's one guy showed it here like on YouTube. It's got your waist rotation, and it's got that. It's got it all, mate.
And all you need is a tree or a log.
That's it, and a resistance band.
Yeah.
And a keen understanding that strap could ping me back in the face at any moment. Always be aware of that.
Look at this, the sun's just coming through. Bit of sunshine. Let's have this. Good morning, world. Still a bit misty over there. What a good day to be alive and canoeing the River Spey. What a morning. Hello, so we've just pulled over at this bay here just for a bit of a nosy, bit of something to eat and just have a look around really. Bit of a break, stretch legs. I'll just take you up here so you can have a look. Yeah, a few campfires been lit round here. The amount of camping spots on this trip is crazy. It's and firewood, so much. There's loads of wood, loads of places to camp. This is the first place I've actually come across that actually looks camped as well, so where we were last night didn't look like anyone's camped in a while, but here people obviously come. But I mean, look at this, hammocks galore, tents galore, anything you want. You can have a festival here. Bit of firewood, Mick.
Oh mate, what an amazing camping ground.
I know you could have a festival here.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Have you seen any mushies yet?
I've seen a rustula over there.
I know, I saw you doing that, yeah.
I think I might push it over actually. I've always wanted to push a tree on there.
Have you? Surprised you haven't, mate. Yeah, it's the tops that snap off you got to be careful of. If the top can kind of sometimes snap and get you.
Yeah, that's why I've got these two big trees behind us. So I can hide.
Go on, lad. Timber! Well recovered, Neil. Thank you very much. Well, we might be going in there. The journey so far has felt very gradual in its descent, with steady fast flows of water where the river narrows. There is certainly the odd tricky bend or obstacle in the river to keep a novice like me thinking. I really enjoyed where the river met Loch Insh, how the river widened, as did our views, as we paddled into a more open water. This was my first ever paddle on a loch. Loch Insh Water Sports Centre is another place you can arrange to launch your canoe from. I read in Nancy's book that in the 1970s, Clive Freshwater from the centre won navigation rights for the paddlers down the river. The scenery so far has been stunning, from views of mountains, open agricultural land and thick forests. We are now entering into Aviemore, a town that has existed since at least as far back as the 1600s.
Conveniently placed so close to the banks of the Spey is the old Bridge Inn. It's almost rude not to.
Abbey Moor past. Yeah. They're nice sand, what they call sand martins. They're beauties. Loves clay, a lovely clay ground there as well. They travel some distance on them little wings, don't they?
I know, I can't reach.
Day 2 camp on an island. Next set up again, record time. I've took about an hour to put the barnacle up. But we have done some wood prep, I've done a little bit, mixed with everything else. We are ready to go.
Ready to rock and roll.
It's in the kitchen. Beers for later. Mix set up again. Oh, fuck yeah.
What language is that?
Yeah.
What, this?
Yeah.
Song? Scottish.
Was that Gaelic or?
No, it's English.
They were going to Moga Roga Rogan.
We're going to more roving, a roving in the night. Roving, just wandering. It's better than rover.
Boom. Look at this. Perfect saw roast. Mix legendary rice. It precedes him.
His reputation precedes
Yeah.
him. An Arabian girl taught me this at university. So you put some oil in, heat your rice up dry, give it a good stir around, get the pan nice and hot, obviously on a fire like this I don't want it too hot, and then chuck some boiling water in.
So you're cooking the rice dry?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm just coating each of the grains with a little bit of oil.
Right.
I'm just getting the oil hot just so it coats every last grain, and then it should go absolutely mental when I pour this in.
Should it?
If it's hot enough, yeah. Alright, it doesn't go too mental. Now, it's a kind of educated guess as to how much water you need. Usually, I think about that much above the top of the rice.
Right.
I think knuckles.
An inch above the rice.
Yeah. Now that didn't boil it. I should have reboiled the water really. So I'm just going to give it one stir, just to separate the grains. Let that come to the boil. Clean the lid.
And use the
So this is
sleeping bag as a cosy.
Yeah. Just like that. Sure it's nice and flat.
Nice and flat.
As flat as I can get it, hopefully. Lid on. Towel just to stop any steam getting onto my sleeping bag. And then bury it.
Right, and that's going to cook like that.
Just leave it now for half an hour.
Will it poof up?
Yep.
Will it poof?
It'll, trust me, you'll taste it when it's done, mate.
That is impressive. Done, mate. You want to try a bit? Yeah. Just as it is. Oh, I forgot to bring soy sauce. What a dick. Try and make sure it's cooked through.
You happy?
Oh, it's got a slight taste of coconut as well with the coconut oil. It's just a real tiny hint of coconut.
Oh, look good. Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
I'm into that. Look at that delicious food. Is it a chilli?
Yeah, chorizo and veg chili.
nice loving face. Don't get some of nothing. After tea, we were joined by 2 other campers who were canoeing the Spey. We stopped filming to chat to them by the fire, and then it was time for an early night.